Last time on Critnit. Oh boy, where to start with this one? The group repaid Tom Tibia for his wonderful job in imbibing them on their way down to fight the Agrol by throwing him, albeit accidentally by one Ellanya, into the fracture to which her and Tom began to plummet within. Fearing for her life, Huum, Jerry, and Ghastgar all leapt in after her, much to the utter befuddlement of Parker and Kruz, who, with the forced help of Relic, managed to catch Tom on his way down and save his life. But to where their allies ended up at the push of Ghastgar's button? Of course, into one Edward Ludicius' study, which he has greeted and farewelled them out of his home from the unexpected intrusion. How is this going to end up? Let's find out.
Okay, alright, Sawyer, I need to know something as far as time goes, or like spatial awareness goes. How far of a leisurely stroll is the guild hall from Edward's place?
About 20 minutes.
Okay, Ellanya, how fast would you have been walking?
Oh, I'm fast-pacing.
You're fast-pacing? Alright, I probably would have ran and jumped onto your shoulder.
That's fine.
If you run, you can get there in about 7.
Okay, so with that in mind, Sawyer, what is this time displacement at the current moment?
So right now, him having now realized and figured out that you are on the surface is about equating to the moment where you walk out of like Edward's place. That whole going up and down, up and down, up and down, make it down to the bottom, that would have taken about the same amount of time. So, as you guys are traveling, Parker, he's up, back up that way.
when I get the ping that it's straight up, I'll relay this to Kruz and Relic. So I have a spell, locate animals, and it's telling me that the closest mongoose is up. Apparently, maybe, possibly back at the guild hall, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Well, there's plenty of river mongoose up in...
No, straight...
We're sure not pinging on one of them.
Straight up. I know the closest mongoose within 5 miles, and the closest one is straight up.
All right. And I guess we need to get, I guess I didn't see him on the way down, so must have used some kind of weird thing. I don't see them or any evidence of them going splat pancake down here, so let's head back up, I guess.
It's possible my magic is wrong, but we can double check.
I feel like we're going in circles, guys.
By this point, I do believe we are, but I saved Tom at least with this circle.
Parker will turn and head back to the elevator.
Okay, Kruz? Is there anything else you'd like to do while you're under here?
I got my mushrooms in my bag. I'm going back.
Perfect. You all pile back into the elevator. And it shoots back up.
How long does that take?
Are we at the
What's
fracture
the time
yet?
displacement now?
Literally the same exact time as it would take for 7 minutes of you making it there. No, okay. Time displacement. They make it to the guild hall first. It only takes about, I think, 3 to 5 minutes to get to the first level. You guys reach the top first. The doors swing open. Vall, you being the fastest out of all of them, would have actually been able to make it at about the same amount of time.
Well, yeah, I was hoping to make it there before them, but I could be strolling in as their elevator comes up.
Okay, yes, you make it within about 30 seconds to a minute before they make it.
All right, elevator's down. Making any noises it's coming up?
Yep.
I will lay down.
Okay. The elevator reaches its highest point. The doors swing open. Tom Tibia quickly makes his way across the invisible bridge back to solid ground.
Does he kiss it? Does he kiss the ground?
No, he makes a hard right towards his shack and is just running there as fast as his stubby, chunky wee legs can get him.
Well, wouldn't he be limping?
Are you sure he can even run? Can he even run? Because he now has a second butthole.
He's very butthurt right now.
Yeah.
He's hobbling, one arm kind of behind, the other one on his stick. He almost looks like he's galloping or skipping, making his way over. Parker and Kruz. Relic exits, makes his way to the edge, and looks back at you two. What do you do?
I am utterly confused. I don't know what we're doing. Parker, are you sure your magic's working correctly?
Does Parker see Vall casually laying down?
I am not trying to be sneaky. I'm trying to be as obvious as possible.
He is just laying there.
Like L'Oreal dreadlock, whom Vall just swishing his mane, just staring at them.
Like, they get up, they start walking out. I prop myself up on one elbow, brush my dreads to the side, rest my cheek on my knuckles, and prop one leg up into a knee, like model posing.
It's dark in this room, right?
I mean, it's pretty dark, but no, you guys can see him.
Well, he's outside by the fracture.
He's a black cat, right?
Something about the sexy nature of his pose is just emanating light that you all can't help but notice.
He oiled extra today.
Kruz is going to make a dead sprint to Vall and just grab him like, I was so worried about you guys. You went off the side and then you were just gone and we couldn't find you.
And that's when Vall's Spartan kicks you into the fracture again.
I have wings. It's okay.
Breaking one of your wings as he does.
Kruz, we never went into the fracture.
I'm pretty sure y'all did because we had to race down to catch Tom and my
Kruz.
horn went up his butt.
I have been waiting for everyone to get here. Why were you already in the fracture?
Why?
Roll deception.
Parker's gonna, march up to him, hands on hips.
That's an 18.
Scolding parrot style.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, for whatever saving throw to block that, I rolled.
It's insight,
Oh,
sir.
insight.
Roll an insight
Okay.
check, which is wisdom.
I rolled a 19.
What's your wisdom score?
I rolled an 18, and my wisdom is +1.
Yeah, no, he could sell through it. So, Ghastgar, cutting over to you and Ellanya really quickly. What?
Yeah. Ellanya, how funny would it be if we told them that when they freak out about seeing us later, and we're like, oh, what are you talking about? We never went into the fracture area. We never went there. We went on a side shopping trip, and I could go steal something really quick and just bring it back with us, and be like, see, this is what we
Parker,
got.
they're trying to gaslight us.
Yeah. Feels real good.
Let's do it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I looked for the nearest street vendor, and I, in one shot, undo a couple of clips, end up stark naked in my natural mongoose suit, and, with my clothing essentially just left on Ellanya's shoulder, and dart over to the nearest street vendor and yoink whatever is the easiest thing to yoink.
You go to an exotic clothing vendor.
Oh my god!
And you yoink this folded up white clothing. Just cloth. Very beautiful off of the vendor.
Fantastic.
Oh, and it's accompanying black one.
I run back to Ellanya. I'm not sure what I got, and I just shove it into the bag and put my clothes back on her shoulder.
Okay. And we're gonna make our way back. Straight faces on, Ghastgar. We have to be convincing.
Yep. But I want to be like, okay, so this is maybe a passive perception for Ellanya, but did she notice what kind of vendor I even went to? Because Ghastgar didn't even pay any bit of attention.
I mean, she watched you do it, so, I mean, he went up to a clothing vendor.
Would I have seen, like, what he yoinked?
No, it was folded. You'd have to unfold it in order to tell.
I feel like we should unfold this while we walk, because, like, what if it's, like, an extra large or, like, thing that you're not expecting and you have no idea how to explain that you grabbed that?
I mean, if it's extra large, we could say it was something meant for Kruz.
Deal. Let's go.
You guys make your way back to the guild hall. And, whoa, Chris, what the futz did you just... What
I
happened
was
to
clearing
you?
my camera screen, sorry.
Jeez, no, you, like, faded out of existence. But didn't leave.
Really easy.
Okay, you two make your way over to the guild hall. You enter in to find Mai looking over at you. Ghastgar, I didn't see you leave. Ellanya?
My name is...
You're back.
'Tis I!
Many of us thought you had died.
No, just took an extra long time.
Obviously, you've been down there for quite some time. Were you able to fulfill your contract?
I was. I'm gonna walk over to her and I'm gonna pull out the jar with the heart.
Setting it out there, she looks at it, gives it a very close inspection to it, and nods. Impressive. Truly. Your payment. And she reaches under, below and pulls out a very, very dusty package and hands it to you.
Where's my cash?
It's in the package. It's like the envelope.
Oh, I thought it was a new, like, thing. Never mind, scratch that.
No, I'm not scratching that. You just, where's my money? It's in the thing I just gave you.
Okay,
Jeez.
I'm gonna grab the package.
Okay, meanwhile, while Ghastgar has, or while Ellanya has distracted her, Ghastgar would like to sneak back out of the entrance of the guild hall and stroll back in.
Okay. The doors open again, and in a passing glance, seeing Ghastgar once again stroll naturally in, she's taking double takes now. Ghastgar, did you forget something?
I've been really confused on something, and maybe you can help me here, Mai. What time is it for you? Because it's always 11:15 for me.
I would suppose at this point that your watch is broken.
Yes, but I keep walking in through that front door every 10 minutes.
You need some sleep. I would suggest you go through there.
Okay, and as I walk out of her frame of sight, as I imagine I disappear behind somebody for a moment, I would like to use that as an opportunity to do a stealth check and go back to the front door and stroll back in.
Please roll a stealth check. Ellanya, she produces from underneath a similarly dusty, rolled up piece of paper and hands it to you.
16.
Okay, I'm gonna take it from her and I'm gonna open it.
Okay. Opening it
Do
up.
I notice Ghastgar doing
It
this?
is a
Like, do I totally side eye see him pulling this? Okay.
Yeah, you're facing the correct way to see them doing
I'm gonna let him play his game.
Fair enough. Opening up the piece of paper, you find it to be a contract. It's very interesting. This contract calling you to go down to now the 9th level of fracture. It seems as though this was a contract awaiting your return that probably has been sitting around for a very long time. And now that you've returned successfully completing your level 8 one, she's now handed you just the next step of what you're going to be hunting.
Oh, Ellanya's like excited. Like she's gonna giddily like grab it from my name is and be like, thanks!
You're welcome. Good to have you back. I very much hope you are not gone as long as you were last time. Much has changed, and it really is nice to see a familiar face that's not old and withered and reeks of reptilian.
Aw, that's so... Okay, Lola's saying, aw, that's so sad. Like, oh, okay, anyway. Dang. Okay, and with that, Ellanya is gonna kind of get a little, like, because she's talking smack on Relic. We shall see. My name is. And I'm going to grab my money, and I'm going to grab my contract, smile, and walk towards the front door.
My gambit.
The front door or the door to the guild hall that you guys are at? The guild of no one.
Ghastgar, are you ready to head back to the fracture, or do you want to keep messing?
I need to know if my gambit has paid off a little bit here. Like, did she... I walk back in through the front door.
Looking over, she sees you walking in through now a fourth time. Ghastgar, you're letting the AC out. Stop opening the door.
My what time is it?
Oh my goodness, Ghastgar. Please roll a deception check.
Oh
no! That's a 7.
Ghastgar, I've told you once before. Your watch is broken. And she kind of leans over to one of the other secretaries though, and she's like, It is keep going, right? The time is still moving on, right? Just want to make absolutely sure on this. The other one looks at her like this really weird look. Well, yeah. See, look, it just turned another minute. It's 11:29.
Oh, that would have been... would have been great. Wait, can we roll something to see what the exact time is? If it just so happens to be 11:15 or something?
You know what? Please roll a percentile.
Percentile.
Yep.
All right. It is a 69. Can't make that up.
Nice. It's 6:19. Okay. Yes, no, stop going in and out. You're not stuck in a time loop. You're stuck in a mental one, maybe, but not a time loop.
At that point, I shrug and I run up to Ellanya, jump on her shoulder, and it's worth a try.
I'm gonna put my credit sticks and my contract in my bag of holding, so I'm not carrying all those around.
Perfect. Okay. Parker, Kruz, Huum, Vall, you all have been having the conversation. These two are kind of dinking around a little bit more, so you guys have a little more time. Parker, you look like you want to say something.
Vall, how'd you do it?
Well, how should I put this?
Roll deception. Oh, sorry. You hadn't got to the light yet.
You're already waiting for it.
1 second I was falling, and then all I knew, I was back up here. Also, Kruz, while I enjoy the attention, you are very hard, and I prefer to be resting in a bosom.
No, that's my dagger. I'm sorry.
Jeez!
Speaking of bosom, where's Ghastgar?
Whom?
Where's Ghastgar and Ellanya?
The trigger-happy fiend with the fire elemental and Ellanya.
I have the fire elemental, and I'm going to hold up Jerry.
So the trigger-happy fiend and Ellanya.
Yes, where are they?
No idea.
How do you...
Do I look like a caretaker?
Okay, should we go... Do you know if they're down in the fracture? How do you not have any idea?
No idea. They could be anywhere right now.
Dang it. Yeah, no, roll deception on that one, at least.
What? Are you sure? Because I really don't know at this point.
Shut up. I know you're playing this line tight.
Could it be a performance?
Sure.
Can I make an insight roll?
Yes.
All right, that's an 18.
With a 14 on the die, that's an 18.
So he has an idea where they are.
Wait. Could it be settled by who has the greater modifier?
No, it's meter beat.
I know, but like I've heard listen to some other shows that use the modifier to like break ties.
Sure.
Okay, because this is a contested skill check.
My performance is only a +3.
My insight is a +4.
There we go.
Okay. Same result. He has an idea. Maybe not know exactly where they are, but
I'll let you keep your secrets.
No, if you know something, say it.
No.
Vall's gonna give us the runaround. They're probably just over in the guild hall.
Fine, then let's go back to the guild hall and see if we can find them so we can get back down to Mist and Sweat.
I'm very comfortable. Can you let me go?
I already did.
Okay. Was not aware.
your tail was still wrapped around his leg.
I was hoping he didn't notice. I was going to start dragging him back into the guild.
I brush off my tail.
Oh, my bad.
Relic moves beyond you all and quickly into the guild hall, having you now said that. Hitting the door, Ghastgar and Ellanya, your door opens practically at the same time as the other one, and you see Relic just now coming in, worried, sick looking.
Hi, Relic!
Upon you saying that, Relic immediately, bounding runs over to you as fast as his old turtle legs can carry him, and just embraces you.
Aw! I'm gonna totally give him a hug back.
When you disappeared into the fracture, I know that, you don't do that. Jeez.
What are you talking about going to the fracture? We were out shopping, and I pull out the bundles of clothes.
Oh my god, you're doing it to Relic? Okay, so I had this plan because Tom is a douche, and I thought that I could cut his beard off, but I felt bad because I know he's been growing it for a while, so I was like, I'm just going to use it as a swing into the fracture, and I thought you would tell the party to not follow me, and that's okay, you did it. You're probably busy or something, but still, and so the whole party just followed me in, I guess, or half of them.
Well, I had to run down the elevator and then send it down to go catch Tom on his way down to his death.
Sorry, who caught Tom?
It was a joint effort by several of us. Parker actually did a lot. He was able to provide a little bit of momentum with his head hitting the ground so hard.
Speaking of which, Kruz is going to walk over to the sink and start rinsing blood off of his horn.
As Parker sees you try and wipe off the blood, I'll hit you with some prestidigitation.
There you go.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Parker.
It was a good catch.
Elanya's gonna look at Relic and just be like, it was just a simple miscalculation.
In all honesty, we did make a special stop for you all.
Oh?
Yeah, we made a stop on the way back here. We got you guys these, and I pull out whatever it is that I got and put it on full display.
I'm so scared right now!
Okay. Grabbing the black and white bundles of clothing, you unveil the black one is a tuxedo.
Oh!
With a name on it, Alexander. You unfurl the white, a beautiful wedding dress.
Oh no!
Custom tailored, and with a veil and all, rhinestone encrusted, beautiful low cuts for whoever they may. And there you have a wedding dress and a tux seeming to belong to some up-and-coming newlyweds.
The wedding dress also says Alexander.
It's the last name.
Alexandra.
Okay, and being very quick on my mongoose feet, I hold up the white dress to Ellanya and seeing how the endearing affection that Relic had for her in the very quick embrace and hold up the tuxedo for him, saying, "This was a special delivery for the two of you."
Excuse me.
Did he hand me the dress?
I do.
Oh, I'm tossing it back at your face. Like, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna snatch it super hard, and I'm gonna, like, throw it at you. Like, I'm gonna put it in a ball and just yeet it at your little ass.
Can Kruz sneakily pick up the box, open it, and intercept the wedding dress into the box?
No! What are you doing?
The box is on Ghastgar right now. If you want to...
I know! Can I sneakily grab it and, like, open it up right in front of Ghastgar?
Roll a sleight of hand just for absolute funsies, because this is actually what I wanted to happen the moment I realized that these were clothing articles.
Okay.
I wanted to see what would happen if you put this wedding dress in the box.
I just rolled a 19. Sleight of hand is +2.
Okay.
So that's a 21.
21.
Am I contesting this? I am a rolling, moving target on the ground.
Yeah, I was about to say, this DC is pretty freaking high. Let's see.
Hold on, shouldn't Ghastgar have to roll a saving throw because I'm trying to pickpocket him right now?
This would be against passive plus any, like, environmental additives to it. Bright light, obvious, you're walking towards them.
And he's distracted because I'm throwing a wedding dress at him.
You manage... Okay. You unzip the bag, and you are able to remove Castiel's box from it. The wedding dress is still thrown into Ghastgar's arms, though.
Oh, Kruz can say, here, put it in here.
I didn't even make any type of impact with that wedding dress. It just casually lands in his arms.
Oh, no, it, like, foofs back his face. For sure.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I pull it off my face. Is the box, like, the first thing I see?
Yep.
Hand into box.
Perfect. Okay.
Kruz is going to close it.
Well, first of all, as all of that's going on, Relic looks down at you just to specify this. I practically raised Ellanya. She's much more of a daughter to me than anything.
For real, Ghastgar. Read the room.
Although I would look pretty good in this tux. Can I keep it?
How are you going to fit it over your shell?
You may, but you might want to take it up with Alexander.
Alexander? Who's Alexander?
I have no idea.
You stole someone's just... Ghastgar, sometimes your inability to make rational decisions boggles my mind.
Yeah, I had no idea what I was grabbing. I just grabbed it.
Of course you did. Please roll a d6. The Kruz. My goodness, man. This is one heck of an episode.
3.
This is a great episode. Oh my god.
There's no plot in this episode.
That's what makes it great, because it's been so serious for a hot minute, and now it's like, great. Oh my god, I love it.
Do you say 3?
Yes.
Okay. Please roll percentile.
We are so far into this episode, we are a step backwards from our starting point.
10.
One moment.
I broke the DM.
Uh-oh.
No, the DM is now grabbing a monster manual.
No! Can Ellanya run out of the room when they do this, please? Like, Alania's like, screw this.
I mean, that's up to you, I suppose.
Alania's gonna take 20 steps back from this box.
Okay. Kruz, please roll me another percentile.
80.
I'm following Ellanya.
I'm going to take a bead on it, and I'm going to go, Jerry, because I'm sure I haven't seen him yet, follow Daddy.
Jerry yeets out of the lantern, engulfs you practically in an embrace.
Oh no!
That also wraps partially over and around Castiel's box, which has now been presented. And so it just kind of hugs both of you lovingly,
Oh,
enjoying the fact you're not dead.
like mommy and daddy! Oh my god!
Exactly.
Okay, now, Jerry, remember how I said your mommy can make some dangerous things every now and then? Let's be prepared.
Prepared.
Are your D&D games feeling stale, plain, or downright boring? Upgrade them today with beautiful landscapes, terrifying dungeons, wholesome inns, and vast forests. Draw your players into your own personal fantasy world with Arkenforge. Arkenforge.com provides hundreds of preloaded items for you to mix and match to fully customize your worlds. Use promo code CRITNIT to get $5 off your purchase today. That's CRITNIT. CRITNIT.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Cornish, your Audiomancer for CritNit. I just want to take a little time out to ask you to do a couple of things for us. Find us on Twitter and follow us if you haven't already. We are at crit_n_it. Also, if you could please leave us a rating and review on iTunes or Google Podcasts or wherever else that you find us, it would help other people find us and get the story out to others. And speaking of the story, let's hop back into it.
Did you roll that second die?
Yeah, I said 80.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, no. Perfect. Wonderful. Just great things. Okay. The box goes ding, as if your freshly rolled Hot Pocket is now ready and out of the microwave.
Hot Pocket.
Kruz, do you open the box?
Yes, I'm going to open the box. It dinged. I want to know what's in there.
Okay. As you open the box, the wedding dress suddenly, as you open it, and standing now up out of the box now, is a woman, fully clad in this wedding dress. Standing up, looking around now, horrifically confused. What's going on?
Hi. I'm Kruz. You're in the Guild of No One.
Who are you?
I'm telling you that. I'm sorry. I'm Kruz. This is the Guild of No One. What is your name?
Alexandria.
Alexandria?
Oh my god.
Where were you 3 seconds ago?
I was with my mother and my husband-to-be having dinner.
Okay.
And where was that, out of curiosity?
Over in Vetch?
How far away is Fetch?
Several countries over.
Hi, you're in Hopel.
What was their dry cleaning doing in Hopel?
That's what I was about to ask.
You mean their custom-made Hopalian order that was to be shipped to them from Hopel, where only the fabric can be made and crafted in Hopel?
Kruz is going to pull out 200 credits and say, here's your traveling expenses. We just wanted to make sure to get your dress to you.
How is... What? Why? And she, like, hops out of the box.
If you think too hard, it'll just make your head hurt. Does the dress fit?
Yes, I suppose.
Kruz is going to look back at Ellanya and go, Ellanya, would you happen to have a spare set of clothes?
Oh, most definitely.
Would you mind loaning her some since she's done with her fitting and she can change, and then we will send her home?
Come this way, darling.
Don't close the box.
She follows you in this stunned, deer in the headlights manner. Nice job, Kruz. Good job. Castiel's box freaking strikes again.
I wasn't expecting to summon a woman. Yeah.
So this is not the episode people thought they were gonna get.
Nope. Ellanya,
Yes.
after finding properly fitted clothes, she does look at you, and what just happened?
Boys who like to play with... Oh, I just had a quote for this and I lost it. Hold on. Hold on.
Well, that was a very strange quote.
No, that was Lola saying that. Quit it, Sawyer. Hold on.
Yeah, Sawyer, shut up. Jeez.
No. All right.
We're breaking the fourth wall, Sawyer.
Okay, I'm gonna look at her and say, boys who like to play with demons. Sadly, they threw your dress in that box, and somehow now you're here. We never know what actually comes out of it. I haven't played with it, they do.
Am I able to go home through it?
Let's not do that. You'll come out to some, monster and just not exist at all. So let's just not.
Put her in the box.
Do not put her in the box.
Put her back in the box.
You should do a demon voice and just been like, put her in the box. I can't do it.
Put her back in the box. Kruz, shove her back in the box.
Cruz just gonna manhandle her and stuff her in
This girl has a wedding. Y'all have some respect. Jeez.
It's a mercy kill. Put her back in the box.
Well, she had a wedding. It's gonna take a while to get over there. I suppose they're waiting on the dresses anyway. Well, is my husband going to pop in soon as well?
We're not testing that theory. We're not putting the tux in the box. We're just going to put you in a box and ship you home. Okay?
She's mildly terrified at what that almost sounded like a pseudo threat.
Said you home in a box.
No, it's just cheaper that way, darling. Sorry.
with your concrete shoes.
And she exits with you,
Okay.
looking for your guidance or of what to do next.
Okay, I am gonna walk out to back out to where everybody's at with her.
Okay.
Ellanya, let's take her out to see Mai, and let's see if we can get her some travel arrangements home.
It's cheaper if you just throw her in a box. But not that one. And just put it on a boat.
I should do that. The Hopo's a landlocked state. Where's a boat gonna go?
There's wagons. Put her on a wagon. The wagon goes to a boat. And then you
I'm
go down.
aware.
But you just asked how.
Go talk. Just go talk to Mai. I'm just gonna.
And I look up at her. I'll be your escort to some form of sanity. Please
Don't follow
me.
him.
You're a mongoose.
Don't follow the mongoose.
And do you have a problem with my people? Follow me, ma'am, if you would like to go
Follow
home.
me if you'd like to live.
Your people? There's more of you? I've heard Hopel is a strange place, but I did never think it was this strange.
Ma'am.
Can Ellanya just throw her in a box?
Do you have a box available?
I have a bag of holding.
That'll work.
Do not put a person inside of a bag of holding.
I'm doing it.
Okay, as I see her beginning to do this, I'm going to look at her and go, ma'am, either follow me this very instant, duck, or say goodbye.
She looks down at you and you can talk. And then at that point, you throw the bag of holding up over her, and in one fell swoop, she is now yeeted into the bag of holding.
And at that point, I walk over to Relic, who's probably dazed and confused.
Yay! There's Relic!
And still holding the tuxedo in his hand. I'm going to grab it and throw it into the bag of holding.
So, just so you know, she only has 10 minutes to live in there.
Well,
Yep.
open a box and I'll just yeet her into the box. We're shipping her out.
The only box I just opened up Castiel's box.
No! Okay, oh my god.
Put her in the box.
I'm gonna stomp towards my name is. I need.
I mean, you could put the bag of holding with all of the stuff into the box and see what the heck happens then.
No. I see the contemplation of this occurring. No. Do you know what happens if you put a bag of holding inside of another bag of holding?
The Castiel's box is not a bag of holding.
Yes, but this is an object that takes things in and spits other things out, and I've gotta be convinced that some sort of spatial sort of things are going on here with that.
I haven't done it yet.
Trust me here, buddy. I would not put that box in that bag of holding if you are even within a mile radius of it.
Okay, let's just go talk to Mai. Kruz is going to grab the bag of holding and he's going to start walking out to Mai.
Those who are accompanying make their way out to My Name Is. Parker, are you doing anything? Vall, are you doing anything amongst all of this?
Parker is now that meme of the calculations flying through his brain because someone has now been physically pulled out of the box. Not someone created, but someone from another land, which means teleportation was involved. Which now begs the difference, like, has everything else that's come out of the box just been teleported to the box now? How do I know what's real? What is reality?
It's like that Always Sunny in Philadelphia where he's like pointing all over the board.
Yes.
Oh, man.
But it's Parker.
So Parker's having a mental breakdown right now.
Wow, okay. And there goes Parker, just on the floor. And then from behind you, Parker, you see Janice suddenly walk up behind you, and then I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. It seemed like an appropriate time to involve that.
And then she melts into a puddle of blood.
Parker's just making pictures in the sand, trying to, like, connect dots.
Perfect. Okay, those involved, make your way to My Name Is.
Kruz is going to put the bag of holding in front of Mai and go, Mai, there's a woman in this bag of holding that somehow teleported from Vetch. How much for me to send her and her wedding dress back to Vetch?
From a distance, you'll hear Parker, and tuxedo.
Without the bag of holding and tuxedo.
And I want to point out that she did just suddenly teleport into our guild hall, so I worry that makes us
liable,
responsible, which means you're responsible. She just appeared. I need you to know that she just appeared from, like, Vetch. So we have no idea what the heck. Here you go.
I want the bag back, but yeah, just tell me how much shipping is going to cost to send a woman and her clothing back to Vetch. You know what? Here's 300 credits, and Kruz is going to reach in, grab the woman, and leave her in front of mine and go, we're going down into the fracture now, bye. And Kruz is going to walk away.
Ellanya and Ghastgar?
I'm going to turn on my heels and walk away.
I'm gonna do like a little salute thing at her and be like, peace out, walk out, like.
She just, like, half waves at you in this bleary, glassy-eyed stare. And turns back to the woman and goes, Can you help me?
I look up at Kruz. Kruz, you forgot the tux. And I grab the bag and I just throw the tux up into the air behind us.
Perfect. You make your way back into the guild hall of no one, the guild lobby of no one.
Kruz is going to keep going straight through the guild, heading straight for the elevator. He's done with the surface. I'm going to the elevator.
I'm going to follow you as we walk through. Everybody, so, about going into the fracture. Ready to go?
Yes.
But if the box teleports people, does it create things too? I don't understand.
Kruz is going to turn around, pick up Parker, and start walking to the elevator.
I see you walking for the elevator and go, no, Kruz, the path. And I begin walking down the pathway that we know about.
Let's go, Parker.
But then Silent Green is people.
Does it have a copy of everything known and unknown within the box that it pulls from? Was that truly the woman, or was it a copy of her?
Did we just clone a woman? Yes, it's possible. Let's not worry about it. This seems like a surface problem. Let's get to Mist and Sweat.
Things are strangely more simple at the moment inside of the fracture.
Don't think about it. Just let's go.
With Kruz saying the word Mist and Sweat, he kind of snaps him back to what's going on in the situation.
Okay. Here we pick up. You guys have now walked out. Tom Tibia is smoking his pipe at the edge of the fracture, looking down. He looks to you all. Hello!
Kruz is going to do one of those things with fire breath to like shoot a little flame right across his whatever he's smoking to light it up.
Can you do that on the surface?
I don't know, but I'm gonna attempt it.
It does not work.
Who? He gets a puff of smoke.
And it's already lit. It's already smoking.
I look at him, and I press the plunger on Jerry's ejector and just have Jerry out walking with us, and as we just keep proceeding. So
Okay.
I need to know: has Vall followed us? Has Relic followed us?
Ellanya, has she followed us?
No, I want to check what my name is and see if I had any mail.
Oh, see if Grandpappy's sent anything? Grandpaps? Okay, sorry, I'm just trolling.
Okay.
So Vall will stroll off over to her counter.
Wait, did Relic follow?
Relic
Because
is
he was
following
originally-
you guys.
Okay.
Very sad that he has now lost the tux he suddenly fell in love with.
Aw.
Now, Vall, you make your way back to Mai. At the moment, dealing with a woman in shock. Several of the prismatic guard have made their way over and are trying to console her. Ergo, she is now broken down and is crying on the floor. Dealing with that, you also notice something. Or someone. People, actually. Some major people. Just hanging out right next to Mai, making slight chit-chat. And just shooting the breeze with her as the prismatic guard are dealing with a crying woman. You recognize these people. And one of them looks to you. Ah, Vall.
Who am I looking at?
You're looking at the leader of your company.
Amanda Sutanin. It is so good to see you. How has your travels been?
Better once we intercepted your letter. It was on a courier who accidentally passed by our land. We caught him on the way, alleviated him of his burden, found your letter on him, and decided to make our way here, knowing that what you sent. So this really is all that you make it out to be?
Easy pickings. The entire way down. Talk to her about joining, and she will tell you all you need to know on how to make easy credits here in this land of bounty.
Land of rain and wet.
You will never get used to the rain. It never stops.
You look wet.
I am consistently wet.
Everything is consistently wet.
And damp or moist or soggy. This place is awful, but at least the credits flow as much as the water.
Well, if that's any indication, we shouldn't be here long before we're all retired. Then I could truly sit back and do nothing, like a true man, and get paid.
Also, Commander, considering the origin of the woman in the dress, I think you are more suited to getting her to silence herself.
He goes down and begins to speak with her. And matter of factly, within about less than a minute, she has stopped crying hysterically and is actually now listening to your commander. She says she's from Vetch. That is not possible. Hysterical? We tell tall tales, but this one is far taller to be true.
No, that is good. Good. Actually, no, he's bad. I cannot lie to you. It is a bad thing. So if she's lying from being from Vetch, where is she actually from then?
At that point, you do hear her say, like, I'm from Vetch. I was just eating at a table. Then I popped up and he was there and him and, like, she mentioned motions to you. Where did she come from?
See, now that is the thing. In the guild's possession is a mystical container. And I cannot tell you what it does because it is incomprehensible.
Incomprehensible objects fetch high prices.
You will have to see at which point the guild would be willing to part with it. And for that, you would need to join. And for that, you would need to head into the fracture.
Is it the guilds?
It is the guilds. for their being sponsored with it.
Well, if we are to join the guild, we would have access to this mystical object.
I do believe so.
And if the majority desired to sell it for credits, we would be able to.
That would have to be the guild head. Or maybe if you could put in a offer. Credits speak volumes.
Could see what we can get done. All right, Vall. You've done well, Scout. And he turns and they begin to file the paperwork with Mai, who has it all out. It seems as though they were in the middle of something when a woman got dropped hysterically crying in front of them. And they continue to fill out the paperwork. All of them. All of the many of them. Do you do anything else?
I wander over to Button and I double check his work. Button was the mute.
Motions to you.
I just double check his paperwork, make sure he's actually writing things.
The signage he signs back to you reflects the fact that he does understand how to write, though he may not be able to speak, as there is no speaking part of this. He reminds you.
All right. I scribble in a whole bunch of untrue shit about him, and then I hand it back.
As he's reading it, you do see him open his mouth as if to say, "What the f," and then realizes and remembers he cannot speak. And at that, Commander Sutanin hands all of it in. Well, Vall, guild members we are now.
I will have to catch up with you at another sign, Commander. I am currently on task for heading down.
We should be getting a contract in a moment. We will set about completing it and seeing just how freely these credits flow in this land of water.
Understood. Also, my name is Any Packages.
She reaches behind her desk, produces a box, and when she sets it on the table, you see Button immediately take it, nod her thanks, and begin to walk away with it.
I go over to Button and I swipe the package from under his nose.
He continues to walk in his arm crooked as if still holding the package as he keeps going, seeming unknowing that you have taken the package from him.
Yes.
Okay. Your posse has arrived. You have received your box.
And I will remove my bronzeman sword, set it on the counter, and ask, my name is, what was the fee?
Boa?
There was no fee, just the bronzeman sword.
Fee for joining?
Never mind.
Right. Yes, no, there was no fee. It was offered previously by, I believe, Ghastgar. But no, there is no fee for joining. You just have to look like you can handle yourself, and these all look like they've handled themselves quite fine. Especially because they were able to hand me one of my own letters from a courier I sent to the north. I'll have to resend it and pay them all over again. Dadgummit.
Vall smiles wide and shows all of his teeth. Oh, they are wonderful. All right.
Get back to work. Whatever you're doing. You have a contract. Go do it.
Indeed. Catch you later, Commander Button. The rest of you, who I cannot remember the name of it now because I do not care. Goodbye.
You see all of them simultaneously flip you off.
All right. They get the double bird as I run away.
Nice. You make your way back. Everyone else, you have compiled into the elevator.
No, not elevator. Pathway.
I mean, you would have had plenty of time to make your way over the pathway into the elevator by this point if you'd like.
No, remember the plan was to go into the fracture the original way. That's the pathway I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Then you are all on the pathway heading down. Wow, it's rickety. It's old, it's carved, and it is sketchy as frack.
Can you guys just let Ellanya jump? Because we're going into the pathway down into the fracture, correct? So would we be right next to the fracture?
Yep.
Yeah, just let me do it.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you or jump after you now.
Yeah, don't follow me. Okay, Ellanya is going to be like, see you in mist and sweat, and I'm going to jump off.
Okay. You all see that as Ellanya is falling and disappearing into the fracture, she disappears before she falls out of view. And it's strange. who here has the highest passive perception?
I have a 12.
18.
17.
Parker and Vall. As she's falling, you see her enwrapped quickly in a cloak. You see just the faintest glimmer of metal as she fades and disappears.
No!
That's a tough act to follow.
Or what color metal?
Look like white or silver.
Some shady business
Yeah, right.
there.
That's where my brain's going.
Kruz is getting impatient at the elevator
Why are you back at the elevator?
because he never left. He's still waiting there for everyone. He wants to go down.
We're going down the path.
We're on the pathway going down into the fracture.
Yeah, there's the OG way that they're taking, where it's literally like walking this curved, spiraling, carved path down into the fracture.
Yeah, Kruz just gets in the elevator and hits 2 and goes down.
The elevator disappears down as Parker, Vall, Ghastgar, you see it. Through the glass, you can see Kruz impatiently tapping his foot.
I shrug and go, this was the whole plan originally, was to find out what the heck is up with the pathway. So
Kruz is a little. He's just impatient.
All right.
I just keep marching on.
All right. Well, I guess we just keep going. And you guys continue deeper into the fracture.
Hold on. Was Kruz still holding Parker?
I thought you got out of my arms already.
Please be holding him still.
I think I'm still being held.
Kruz is just holding Parker going down to 2.
A look of desperation in Parker's eyes, disappearing deeper into the fracture, seen by Ghastgar and Vall and Relic.
I look over at Huum and I'm like, am I seriously the only one here who is of our usual group that is actually curious about the pathway that the map shows us? Am I insane?
Parker's very interested. He's just not in the right mood or right mindset.
He's just shaking in Kruz's arms.
Ghastgar, I'm as curious as the rest. But there is a time and place for it.
Yeah, right freaking now. And I march on.
Okay. You march deeper into the fracture. Kruz, you are heading deeper into the fracture via elevator. Ellanya will get to you next session.
Oh!
You're right.
As it is 11:40, and it is about time to start wrapping up. I think this is a good cliffhanger to end on.
Like,
Ergo,
listeners
you
will
are
be like, what?
Now split the party 3 ways.
3-way party split.
Yes, you have.
Ellanya is currently buffering in between zones. Kruz and Parker are taking the elevator cutscene load times. And the rest of us are that little animated walking thing over the spinning gear.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Yep. That is exactly what it is.
It's like, I am personally dying.
I know, so am I.
want to know.
Don't tell him.
Elliot!
They never put the woman in the box. Don't tell him.
Next time on Critting It.
Ooh, that was good.
We put a woman in a box.
And in a bag of holding.
And we jump back up to the top of the fracture and we do a whole bunch of more shenanigans.
Did a full 360 and started where we ended where we started.
Are we sure we're not in the time loop?
Oh my goodness.
My name is Help Us. We're all stuck.
That would really mess with her. I think that actually might make her crack.
We all walk back in.
She's usually very observant. She keeps tabs on everyone coming and going. The fact that you guys have come but not gone 3 times is tripping her out. Traveling for several hours, about 3 hours worth of just walking down these stairs, leads you down to the bottom floor of the first level of the fracture. Now, in the center, you do see genuinely where the elevator would kind of come down and then go down further. When you end right there, it is not where the map told you to go, but you do see the hole in the ground where the elevator descends further to the second level. Amongst the 3 paths, following to the right for a goodly long while, making sure that there's no untoward things, you do find something very interesting. A small pedestal set in the far corner that you remember kind of describing the general direction where the map had been seen, where there was a small yellow dot. And on this small little statuette, there is on it carved an effigy. The effigy is of that of the god Sigwin. Having observed this, speaking the name, the wall that it is set up against cracks and breaks, but doesn't break down. The rock curls back in on itself, almost like it had a bunch of strings attached to it and just kind of pulls itself back with this awful cracking sound. And it kind of descends a bit further in and then down, just straight down into this pit that does not have a bottom. But it is made of the same broken, cracked stone that just revealed itself. Do you jump?
First.
Yeah, I would say Ghastgar, it just goes, yep, we.
Jumping into the hole, you find yourself sliding and sliding and sliding and sliding. This massive tunnel slides you further and further and further and further and further down. It's literally a slide that lasts about 3 minutes.
Is it one of the slides that goes round and round and round?
Yes.
Is
Like McDonald's.
Like McDonald's.
is Kruz still holding Parker?
He's not on the slide.
Yes,
Okay.
but not on the slide.
He's in the elevator.
Oh, right.
Slow elevator music.
But as you guys are sliding down, behind you, you hear the stone cracking back into place as it does. You feel the humidity kind of hitting you as you feel that you're coming to the end of this ride. And then you hit water, and you are spit out, and you both are right now underwater.
Huum Vall ain't happy.
At least it's over with. I am already completely wet.
As you both are completely underwater, with the current dragging you down. And there will leave off. Why the heck are you there? How did it lead you there? Why is it there? Great questions that we'll have to answer next time.